Now, welcome back to Prospect Hub. We're talking about Mets prospects here, and of course, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notification. Videos are always going up. I took a couple of days off here. Mesmerized Online, they got great summations of the daily activities of the Mets minor leagues. As you know, we're going to have the draft on Sunday. I finally figured out where to go with it. I'm going to go with the baseball hut, and we'll do a live stream at around 6 o'clock. And we'll go pretty much, if I'm not worn out by the end of it, I will be. I will go until we get to pick number 38, which is the Mets pick. And we'll have a whole bunch of videos on the draft on this channel over the next few days leading up to Sunday. But you need to subscribe to this channel, especially if you're on the other channel. I'll share this in the baseball hut over the next few days, and hopefully come by and subscribe. This is from, again, Mesmerized Nolan McLean strikeouts. Nolan McLean strikes out 10 again. He's in AAA right now. At some point, he's going to be in the big leagues very, very soon. Let's have a few guys that are right on the cusp of the major leagues. Carson Bench is keeping his stellar 2025 season on track, this time with a big day at the plate and the Roma Ponies 3-0 win. Syracuse managed a walk-off win behind a RBI single by Joey Manassas. And St. Lucie and Brooklyn both scored over 10 runs in their victories, giving the Mets farm system a clean sweep on Wednesday. The Syracuse Mets defeated the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs 2-1. Drew Gilbert went 1 for 40. He's hitting really well. His OPS is 744. Francisco Alvarez, his OPS is at 760. I think he's hitting a little like 320. Is it 320? 300, I think. Been much, much better at the plate. Nolan McLean went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts. Second start in a row where he struck out 10. Over his last 11 innings, McLean has struck out 20 batters and walked 4. There isn't much preventing McLean from getting promoted, and using a 6-man rotation in New York would keep McLean, who do 109 2/3 innings in 24 and 87 in 2025 so far, somewhat limited. So he's probably around, probably around 130 innings for the season. That's the one thing about having innings limit with these players, is that when they get close to the majors, do you call them up and see what you can get out of them, or throw them in the bullpen? It's a very delicate situation. In Double-A, the Binghamton Roma Ponies defeated the Altoona Curve 3-0. Carson Bench went 2 for 3. Obviously, he was the number 1 pick last year. Out of Oklahoma, 2 runs, a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout. His OPS is 10-10. I don't know how long he's going to be in Double-A. Might not be there. We're going to be talking a lot about him going into spring training next year. A lot of these guys are going to be really knocking on the door. A lot of guys are going to be knocking on the door, and a lot of guys are going to be pushing some of these older guys the Mets have at the major league level out the door. Like Mark Vientos, Ryan Mauricio, Luis Acuna, Brett Beatty. These guys are going to be pushing them. Jed Williams went 0 for 4. Nick Morabito went 1 for 3 for an RBI. First baseman, Ryan Clifford went 0 for 4. His OPS is 847. He's doing okay in Double-A. DH for the day was Jacob Reimer. Another guy to keep an eye on. Just got promoted to Double-A. Carson Bench has acclimated himself to Double-A quite well, hitting .325 with 2 homers and a 10-7 walk. The strikeout ratio to go along with his 2 stolen bases. Jed Williams has struggled thus far in July with a 192 batting average with 3 walks to 7 strikeouts, despite 3 of his 5 hits on the month being for extra bases. Well, we'll see. He might get promoted. He might not. Who knows? Right here, the pitcher Cameron Forster pitched 2 innings, gave up a hit. Right-handed pitcher Ryan Lambert pitched an inning, struck out 1, gave a walk. Keep an eye on him. He could be with the Mets. Right-handed pitcher Anthony Nunez, he pitched an inning, struck out 1. He could be with the Mets in the bullpen. As you know, Daniel Nunez is lost for the season. Anthony Nunez, no relation. He could be with the Mets because he's a guy that who's come through the farm system very quickly over the last year. They signed him as a non-drafted free agent. The Brooklyn Cyclones destroyed the Wilmington Blue Rocks 13-0. Eli Serrano III went 1 for 3 with 2 runs, an RBI, 2 walks. Chris Suarez went 1 for 3 with a home run, 3 runs, 2 RBIs, a walk, and a strikeout. A.J. Ewing went 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored, a double, a stolen base, another one for him. 3 walks and a strikeout. Jesus Baez went 1 for 3 with a run scored and a double. Colin Houck went 0 for 3 with 2 runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. DH Corey Collins went 0 for 3 with a run scored, 2 RBIs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. His OPS is 744. On the pitching side, Brendan Gurton pitched 4 1/3 innings, gave 2 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Ryan Ammons, the left-hander, went 1 2/3 innings, struck out 3. Brett Banks, a pitcher that the Mets drafted last year. The Mets predominantly drafted pitchers last year in the draft. Just to see what direction they go in. It's a very good left-handed pitching draft and a very good high school draft. So the Mets, we'll see what they draft. I mean, I think they're going to get someone good because this is a much deeper draft than last year's draft. Although getting in, bringing in Carson Bench was pretty good. Mets had a very good draft last year, but we'll see how this year's draft materializes. The St. Lucie Mets defeated the Bradenton Marauders 10-2. Trey Schneider went 3 for 5. He was drafted last year. Jeremy Rodriguez went 2 for 5. He was picked up in the Tommy Pham deal. Catcher Diverson Gutierrez, they signed him a few years ago as an amateur, went 3 for 5. Nick Roselli, I believe, was drafted last year, went 4 for 5 with 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, and RBI. Jonathan Enriquez went 3 for 4. On the pitching side, Hunter Hodges pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 strikeouts. Had 2 strikeouts, excuse me. But this is what happened on Wednesday in that minor league action. So you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, I will be on the Baseball Hut during the draft probably all night. It's going to be a long night for us. But, Don, thank you for coming by. Please subscribe to the Prospect Hut. And I'll see you later.